Took months to get to you, babe. I don't know why I can't see you there. I'm trying to be there, but every day I follow, and now it's break my heart, babe.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. We're going to play some 2NL Zoom today. Just really practicing a little bit really. I've only got 2 tables up, but you can only see one at a time, so hopefully you like that format. I'm not really sure if I can use the software properly. I've just spent an hour or so kind of setting it up to play 2 tables. It's not that difficult to do now that I know what I'm doing a little bit. But I think the last videos I did, I've been playing 4 tables, 9 max I think, and that goes a little bit slower, and I think it's a little bit easier for me to switch between tables. This is only I was thinking about just doing 1 table of Zoom, and that's still a possibility if this doesn't work out. But I've got 2 tables, and hopefully I can change. I'm going to bet with the ace here, the ace queen. So it's a bit of an experiment for me really. If it works, it works. If not, maybe I'll do 1 table for the videos. It does require me looking at screens and making sure I've got the correct table showing, and I'm not really sure if I'm capable of doing that. Okay, I'm going to bet small with the bottom set. Okay, we get a re-raise, and that could be 9-10, it could be a better set. I think I'm just going to re-raise it again. I might go all in for that. Okay, so we could be up against jacks or 8 here, I think. That's what it looks like. Or possibly queens, kings, or aces. But I don't think it's queens or kings or aces. I think it's a set. Okay, there's jack. Great. Fantastic. Okay, we've got the overpaired jacks here. I'm just going to call. Tricky card, obviously ace 5 gets there. I think I'm going to re-raise here. I mean, how predictable is that? Okay, we're okay. Okay, not much of analysis at the moment because I'm working out, am I on the right table? I'm looking left and right, and well, we get a boat here. I mean, what's this with the 6s today? This is a good start. I'm going to put in a small bet. We got trips on the right. We got re-raised. I mean, you could have 9-9. I think we're just going to play for stacks now, so this is just going in, and we'll either got it or we haven't. 9-9. Okay. Winner stack, loser stack. I think one of those ones, wasn't it, really? I won't look at my chart during this video. I'm just trying to focus on playing the tables a bit, really. What I will do, I'll look at my chart sort of after play, however long I play for, and I'll put the winnings or losses for this session in the description or something like that, or in a thumbnail. But at the moment, I mean, what you see on the slide is what you get. You can see here the 99 big blinds, and then the other table's on 172 at the moment. So I think it's about break even at the moment. So obviously the stats here, we've just got the BPIP showing. As my friend Ian knows, I don't really play with many stats. We had a little bit of conversation about that the other day. And I think, I mean, partly for me, I can't really see them because, you know, my eyesight's not great anyway. I mean, without my glasses, I can't see anything. Literally, and with my glasses it's not that much better, so sometimes I think with lots of figures on the screen it just gets a bit sort of blurry and glary and everything, and if I'm playing multiple tables and I've got all the figures on, I just visually, for me, because of my eyesight, it just becomes a bit irritating. I'm not saying the stats are a bad thing. You know, it's just for me. I like the here for me. You know, I've just got the one stat, so it looks very sort of clean and simple, and that's what my eyes prefer because my eyesight's not great. So, you know, I'm sure other people prefer differently, and it's not a problem for them, but for me, especially when I get tired, you know, like last night over the weekend I played tournaments. I played about $500 or $600 worth of tournaments Saturday and Sunday. Well, broke even in them, so I made a couple of mistakes, had a couple of really bad run outs, you know, just seemed to be like, when it matters, my all in aces, when it matters, they're getting beat. So, you know, I do everything right up until that kind of moment to get ace or king, and I've got 15 chips left, and it's for the final table. It's just not happening, you know. It's just not having it. So, I mean, that's my perception at the moment. I'm probably. I need to have a closer look at it, I think. Yeah, I will try to switch between the tables as much as I can. I mean, if there's 2, 3, 4, is 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I just switched to a table and attachment. I don't want to switch between tables too unnecessarily. I don't know, here's a whole card, here's this whole card. I prefer to switch when there's some flop action, really. That's what I try to do. So it may well be that I could take it up to 3 tables just to make it more interesting for viewing. So I'm gonna put this guy on. I give this guy a red here at the moment. Red is just plays a lot of hands, but I haven't really played many hands with these players, so doesn't really mean anything at the moment. We've only got 3 hands, fine. Oh, call one here. 8, 9, 10, yeah. We could have the best hand. We do indeed. We've got 5s here. I think we could just about call this. Probably anything lower. I'm getting 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Probably folding. I'll call the 5. With those 2 stacks there. We don't get anything. I'm going to try to play as long as I possibly can. I'm a little bit tired. You know, I don't think I stopped playing last night till about 3 or 4 a.m. because the games went on a bit, which is a good thing. My tournament games just kind of, some of them started a bit late for me, and obviously they finished a bit late, so I mean, an ordinary fold ace 10 off here because it's, you know, beat, but it's got 330 chips, so we've got something to aim at. Okay, so we get a gut shot. We've got a gut shot on an overcard. We'll call one. It's really, again, I don't like it, but it's kind of, we'll see. It obviously be great if we get a jack. We don't. Of course we don't. Not much chance of a jack coming anyway. We're stuck there. I mean, obviously had kings and queens in his range. I mean, he could have had jack indeed, but we wasn't really beating too much with ace high there. It's one of those ones. I'm going to bet in with the freeze. Hopefully take it down. That's great. See, I've quite enjoyed playing the tournaments the last couple of days or so. I mean, I seem to be getting into the money, and what I've seemed to be doing, I'm not really a tournament player, you know. To be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. But what I am doing, I'm playing really tight, probably a little bit too tight. But I'm getting into the money quite a lot. If you look at my stats on GG Network, you know, my in the money stats recently have been about 55%, you know, but I've not made many final tables with that, so I've not been losing money, but I haven't really been, you know, winning big pots of money. We get the set with the kings. I can go up because there's 2 draws there. There's a straight draw, there's a flush draw. So I'm going to pot it. Let's hope he's got a set of 10s. So yeah, I kind of, getting in the money generally seems to be relatively straightforward, most of the games. You know, and I think that's, you know, lots of little wins is good. But I'm not really getting that big win. You know, I'm getting $100 or something here and there, you know. Can't complain, but I want $10,000. We got the straight here, so about a half pot. Oh, sorry. I'll put this on that table. That's the problem with me forgetting to talking and forgetting to switch the table. So, I probably need to just put my screens differently so I can. I got the big screen right in front of my face, so I can see everything that's going on there. But I'll have to turn a little bit for the other screen where I changed the table. That I did that deliberately a little bit because, you know, my head turns that way towards the table, and I think that was an okay thing, but it's a little bit outside of my line of vision, and I've already mentioned that my eyesight's you know, not great, but and sometimes I just forget. Oh, change the table. Yeah, and I thought I'd play a couple of, you know, $2 to an L. I mean, I haven't played Zoom for ages. That's one thing. And I mean, overall, I don't think I've played too much poker. That's, you know, that's one thing. But I'm just going to share it with this board. Cool. Yeah, I don't think we've got it with the 7, so yeah, and also my friend Ian, he's been playing, I think mostly 2NL Zoom on his videos on his channel. So his channel was called Ian Bellingham, I think. Go and have a look. He started putting up videos a month or two ago, I think. He seems to do a video nearly every day. A short video, so building his bankroll up. So go and take a look at Ian Bellingham's channel. And that's what it's called. He chats to me in the comments here sometimes, so I think if you click on that as well, then you'll see his YouTube from there, I think. Okay, we've got aces on this table, so we're just going to re-raise this up. Obviously, Hurricane. I like that guy. What's his name? Farley, who does the Hurricane impressions. Obviously, I can't do it, but okay, I'm going to go pot here because there's draws everywhere. Hopefully, he's got Queen, Queen, King, King. Hopefully, he doesn't have Queen, Queen. 5, 6. I mean, a 7-8's got the Disney call a re-raise with 7-8. I think he's either got a draw here. He's only got 59, so we'll go for it. Hopefully, he doesn't have Queen, Queen. Okay. So, that's great. Gonna re-raise the 10s here. Re-raise sometimes, I call sometimes. I might play some more tournaments tonight. I might sort of start playing a little bit more, a few more tournaments, or I mean, I said to myself a while ago, I'm not playing any tournaments. Yeah, I went for a period of not doing well in them, but they are quite seductive. I like the fact that there's, you know, a big payday up front, and I've got a big payday once or twice, and it is nice. But most of the time you're getting nothing. You know, often you tend to forget that, don't you? You realise that 80% of the time you're getting nada. So, as much as it is nice, it doesn't happen often enough unless you're Ben Seaby or Nick Petrangelo or someone like that. Someone who can play poker, tournament poker specifically. Which I can't, be honest with you. I wouldn't mind taking a deeper dive into it at some point, but, and I'm sure I could do better if I do that. Then, you know, I'm not doing too bad at the moment, but okay, we've had nothing so far, so I'm gonna bet. I mean, it's a crappy board, and I don't know why check. I mean, check any calls, you know. I mean, what's got, like, okay. I mean, I don't understand the chat there. I mean, okay, with that kind of trapping. Pair of nines. Trapping. Okay, yeah. We've got a good shot here. I don't think it's really worth going for. We had some spades on, yeah. That's spades. Yeah, it was a spades. Okay, we're on the wrong table there. I forgot to change the tables. Here we got over pairs. I'm gonna check. Okay, less likely to have a flush if there's three on the board there, so we're calling. Unbelievable, man. Just unbelievable, unreal sometimes. Straight's got there, flush has got there. We don't have any diamonds. We've got the same on the next table. Look at this. We've got top pair and straight there, flush. So what is this kind of action flop plan? This smells fishy, doesn't it? I'm gonna fold it. I don't really know the player. I think he bet the flush on the flop. The flush came, he checked it. That smells a bit like a trap. And then he overbet. So I think, oh, it could have been a bluff. It could have been nothing, or it could have been value. I don't want to pay to find out. I'm gonna raise the queens. Well, not a lot happening. My friend's here visiting at the moment, which is great. He's come with his girlfriend. Gone to one of the islands now. But we went out for a great meal the other night. Nice night. That was good. And with my youngest son, he's talking about moving to Vietnam at some point. His girlfriend's Vietnamese, so they're talking about going to Hanoi, I think. So, which is great because it won't be too far away from me. And I like Vietnam. I've been a couple of times, so. And he's talking about learning to play poker. We play chess together sometimes. Not for a while. He's got a bit fed up of being beat. Not being big-headed, but well, I suppose I am. Daddy champ. He's actually a good chess player, but obviously not good enough to beat me. Not that good. No, I'm only joking. If you're listening, my son. I'm only joking. It'd be great to have a game again if you finally stop crying. He's avoiding playing chess at the moment because no, I think seriously he's probably busy with life, isn't he, you know? Girlfriend and whatever he does. There's no time to play chess with Daddy anymore. Just stuck on one table at the moment, not changed because there's not really anything happening on the other tables. So I might try and chop it up into a highlights video. I will try to, I did say I will try to do some highlights videos. I'm opening 7/8 suited here. I think I talked a little bit about this with my friend Ian. He said, you know, suited connectors out of position. Difficult to make them pay. And I think that's right. I mean, if the stack sizes are big enough around the table, then I'm opening them. I think you should open them as much as reasonably possible. That's my opinion. And also you can see here my VPIP is 15, you know. Which is not great. It's not too bad, but you know, so I wouldn't mind that being more. I'm just going to shove here with the ace. We've got the ace and two overs. So sometimes I open hands just to get that VP up a little bit. You know, because you do have those period of, you know, being card dead. I have that a lot in tournaments. I find it as, you know, sometimes you think there are patterns there in tournaments, and they're not really patterns, but one pattern that I think is there, I'm not necessarily saying is a pattern, is that I seem to sort of get off to a flyer of kind of like, you know, doubled up first or second hand, and then, you know, I'm in a big tournament, and then I'm number 1, 2, 3, or 4. And it's like, you know, first prize is $10,000. I'm gonna win, you know, and then I don't get any cards. I'm like struggling with like 10-5 off 10 times in a row, you know. And I can just sit there for like 2 hours and I've got nothing that's really playable. And my chips are going down, and I sound like I'm whinging, but this one. And then I kind of like, okay, I get ace. Well, yesterday, that's exactly that happened yesterday. I was number 1 or 2, $25, whatever it was, bounty. 60,000 guarantee or something. I was number 1, 2 or 3, first 30 minutes. And then I just had nothing for like 2 hours. And then I got ace. And I went, I was on the button. Open raised. The guy had about 10 chips left. I didn't have that many chips left. He had about 10 chips left than me. On the no, he had about 10 chips less than me, I think. In the small blind, he shoved a foot. Great, I've got ace. And well, cool. And he had something like, I don't know, ace 2 off, something ridiculous. Well, there we go. I had a 2 on the flop, and as soon as I saw that 2, I thought, I know what's coming. And the turn was a 2, and I thought, there you go. And then I was left with like 7 or 8 chips, and I just thought, 3 hours ago I was in a $10,000 first prize position, and now I'm sitting here with 9 chips. Crying. Just about to lose $20. How did it happen? Actually came back a little bit. I sometimes find that's another pattern. I sort of get right down to 5 chips. And I double up. I did that once. I think it was in a PokerStars $2 tournament. $2. I don't know if it was a bounty or big or whatever. I quite literally had 1 chip. It's just a chip in a chair sort of thing, isn't it? And I ended up coming. I don't remember I won that one. It was 1 or 2. I bet I won it. I had 2 or 3 all-ins. Again, I think in that game I had ace and king, and it just got poo-pooed by a donkey shoving with, queen 9 off or something, Queen 9 on the flop. I ended up with 1 chip. I was just like, oh, okay. All in. And then I ended up winning. So, re-raise with the aces here. Took it up a little bit bigger. But at the same time, I want to try and keep them in there. Great. Okay, good. Will he call a 5 bet? Probably king here. Could be another ace or an ace king. Did he call it? He does jack. That's 1. That's 2. A little bit loose. Oh, happy with that. Oh, the other hand here, I've messed about a little bit. 7, 8, there's 9, 10 coming now. I'm just going to call it. We're beaten by other hands. We beat king. I am trying to change the tables. Okay, so I'm not doing very well at it. Let's copy my coffee cup. It's a bit dark. It's green. A visible cup. Sorry, I'll have to work that one out. But the green screen. This is not the screen, this is a picture I put in. Well, that's a bit educational, don't it? It's like a blackboard, I think. 8, 9. We could have a flush draw. It could have a straight, obviously. He plays a lot of hands. 4, 5. I mean, 2 pairs. Do we have enough? 8, 9, 10. Did he have Jack Queen? He could indeed have Jack Queen. Well. You know it, don't you? I mean, we had 2 pairs. I think we were beaten by the straight. We were beaten by sets. He could have been messing around. Fair play if he was. Well done. Well, I've seemed to have got fairly used to doing 2 tables now. I mean, I will try doing 3 at some point. Okay, re-raise the King Queen suited here. Oh, Ace King suited rather. We miss. Oh, I'm just going to check it through. We miss. Ace Queen here, we've hit the top pair. Yeah, I might sort of be playing a few more tournaments at the moment. I'm not sure about putting them on the videos here. I need to do some work to do that. I've just sort of got my head round putting some of the cash games. I mean, the beauty of cash games, I can just start when I want, you know. Let's do some video for an hour. That's not necessarily the best thing, because you know, like a tournament you play for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours or whatever longer if you're got a few going on. I probably need to do that with cash games, and I don't really. Something to think about. But I don't know, with recording tournaments, I don't think I can record for... I mean, I could, but I'll be a bit tired. And chopping it down, a 10-hour video. I'm not sure, I just need to think about how I do it, if I do it. I mean, if I do tournaments, maybe do it on Twitch. I do it again, but I don't really know much about Twitch. And I'm just reluctant to take more work on at the moment because I really don't have much time as well. It's like kind of, you know, I need to get a little bit more leisure time. But I think, you know, I was sick recently. I feel a lot better now. And I didn't, you know, I had a little bit of a week off last week, really. Friend was here and stuff like that. And I hadn't really had that for a while where I felt, you know, I did bits and bobs. But I wasn't really working, you know. I thought, oh, I need to do this a bit more where I'm just not making videos so much and not doing this. I mean, my lifestyle is fairly relaxed anyway, but I like to have things to do, sort of thing. And I always have got things to do. But maybe it just got a bit too much. I was like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to get this done. And, I think for me, because I just didn't know anything, I didn't know how to make videos, and my microphone didn't work, and then, you know, I have to take care of my bread and butter, my earnings, you know. And then I was like, okay, I do that, let's try and fix the mic, and 2 hours doing this, you know, so. Yeah, I think, you know, it's a bit better now. I've got a bit more familiar with the software and settings, and you know, I can do things quite quickly now. But before, I just couldn't. I wasn't really that great. Annoying. And we don't beat the straight. We don't beat the cross. Well, he's probably messing around as well. Just bet. You're one of these players who just like, oh, I've got to do two. Oh, but. You know, you get them, don't you? I'm not folding, I've got 2-2. I've had a few of those before. I'm drinking with the ace-4. I just really should have bet the turn here, and that was a mistake. Wasn't really concentrating there. Oh, we're just missing every flop here. Oh, we've got the blocker with the queen. Seem to be missing a lot of flops. A lot of turns, missing everything. I'm gonna call with this diamonds, ace of diamonds here. Cool. Come on, heart. Jesus Christ, man. Sorry for blaspheming now. Seems to be the players who just play every hand. I just can't seem to hit anything meaningful against them. You know. Sounds like here comes the bot. Re-raise with the aces. Shut up. Okay, let's hope that he doesn't have King King. Don't think he's got King King, because he would have re-raised it more than likely, so you know, I think it's an Ace King. Let's put him in and we'll just go for it. Oh, that didn't work out. Probably a King Queen. We'll re-raise the jacks, we'll play for stacks if that comes to it. 35 chips. And here we're just going to go in now. We've got sort of more or less 1-to-1 stack to pot ratio. Nice. Raise with the ace queen. I don't really like it with the ace queen here with a. We didn't. king here. We get nothing. On 2 hands. Oh, we'll score with the queens. So king gets there. We'll call 1. Nine, 9. Nice. We've got top pair with the queens and go half pot. Obviously, you could have the 7s here. I just missed that one. I am trying to change. I do forget sometimes. I'm just a bit retarded sometimes. I used to do, well, you know, talk about forgetting changing table. When my kids were young, many times I just forget to pick them up from school. My oldest boy, Camlo, he hated it because he'd say in the morning, like, Dad, you know, are you picking us up from school today? Because, you know, I used to work from home a lot or be nearby. I was like, yeah, you know, and he said, well, don't forget, please don't forget to pick me up. That's all, I won't forget, I'll write it down. And then later on in the day, I'll be working at home. Day flew by and another phone call. Hello? Hello? It's the school here. Yeah, what's up? Have you forgot something? No, I don't think so. Oh, maybe my children. Sorry. Yes, it's 6 o'clock. Oh, really? They were furious. I told you, don't forget to pick me up. Sorry, son. Oh. I just thought, yeah, I just forget sometimes. Yeah, maybe I could do 3 tables, I think. I mean, I'm sticking with 2 for now, but seems to be working out okay, but just seems like there's a period where there's no hands. We'll call 1 with the ace king here. Oh, I mean, it's easily foldable, but 2 overs. We get the ace. It is the ace of spades, though, isn't it? Oh, wonderful. We can go up there, bluff the flush. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any hands for a while, so you know, I go on a table when there's something happening, but okay, on top of something happening, we have trips, which I'm gonna check. Okay, I don't think we can get any value from this, so about a half pot. These people are just obviously cautious when there's a pair on the board. Raise the kings. I think we have the best hand with the eights here. Not bet up. I mean, he's checked so far, but now he calls. Okay, flush draw. I don't understand people's betting sometimes, but I'm not saying I'm perfect, but a small bet with a flush draw maybe. I don't know what I was doing there with the 10-9 suited. Not concentrating was probably it. Okay, I'm going to pause it there. So that was a kind of... We've got one hand here on the left. 2 pairs. Okay, let's go up a bit because there is a draw there. 8, 9. Okay, let's sit out. So thank you for watching. We'll play the 6s here. That's just flat. Yeah, we lose a stack on the last hand. Well, I don't think there's much chance of that happening now. Lose a chip. We can river a 6. Oh, we're folding there. So that was we just played for just over an hour, 7 minutes, something like that. 2 tables. I was about break even. We won a stack. We lost a stack. I'll have a look at the stats, but you know, it was only an hour. We didn't really lose, so that's the main thing. And really for me, it was just a bit of practice. And I'll probably try to do some more Zoom games soon. Take care. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.